Good morning, my name is Sophie Cravens, and today I'll be talking about the dark side of the dieting culture in the fitness industry of the International Federation of Bodybuilding on women in Costa Rica.
Good morning, my name is Sophie Cravens, and today I'll be talking about the dark side of the dieting culture in the fitness industry of the International Federation of Bodybuilding on women in Costa Rica. Introduction. The first thing I would like to say is that my research is divided in three main topics. The first topic is the dieting culture. The dieting culture is the belief system that focuses on and values weight loss, shape, size, over well-being. A huge component of the dieting culture are fad diets. A fad diet is a trendy weight loss plan that promises dramatic results, which is not true. In fact, fad diets and other extreme weight loss methods can contribute to a negative relationship with food. These diets and misinformation can end with causing psychological disorders. The second main topic is the fitness industry, specifically in the IFFBB. Physical appearance is considered essential for the IFFBB female athlete's preparation and competition. As Sheena A. Hunter quoted, women's bodybuilding defines and is defined by social normative ideas of femininity, particularly the idea of the slender body. Women in the fitness industry are highly followed by the way they should look and their sex appeal for the show. This creates different beauty patterns on which the athletes are concerned about. The third and last topic is social media. Why social media? Without social media, the dieting culture and the fitness industry wouldn't be as popular. The fitness industry fandom or fans is enormous, and social media and the dieting culture community is everywhere on internet nowadays. All of them have the easy ability to impact through social media to their viewers. Objectives. Overall objective. Research the characteristics of the dieting culture and the fitness industry that influence women to practice an obsessive behavior towards body image and food. Specific objectives. Explain fad diets that have evolved through time and their negative psychological effects on female population. Describe what is the IFFBB, its categories, and the female participation in the sport. Mention the Fitspiration, Finspiration, and Pro-Ana philosophy and the female knowledge of each social media influential community. Theoretical framework, the dieting culture. Caloric restriction is a key for weight loss. This caloric restriction has influenced the culture to expand with new ideas for diets that are meant to achieve your weight loss goals. Diets also have a huge impact on our behavior and beliefs about dieting for weight loss. Over time, studies, blogs, and other information resources have created their own diets. These ideas of eating that appear from nowhere or from a non-specific health coach are known as fad diets. The most common fad diets are ketogenic, paleo diet, gluten-free, and vegan. Ketogenic diet. What is it based on? It's mainly a diet designed to condition the body to use ketone bodies as a primary source of fuel rather than glucose. For you all to know, glucose are carbohydrates, carbohydrates are energy. The goal of this way of eating is changing the source of energy from carbohydrates to fat by reducing the amount of amino acid chains, which are the proteins and the glucose, from the hormonal function of the insulin. The macronutrient distribution is roughly 70% of the total daily intake in form of fat, and cutting proteins and carbs down to the 25 and 5% of the daily calorie intake. This to achieve a state of metabolic ketosis, also known as keto flu. On this flu, the body becomes weak and fatigued. Protein is converting into glucose. This process could take weeks or even months to change the behavior of the insulin to become a fat-burning machine. The ketogenic diet, which is mainly high animal fat, Monosaturated and polysaturated fat won't work if glucose is being ingested. Therefore, the restriction of specific food groups is part of the keto steps to follow, and it's important to always keep in mind the amount of each macronutrient you're consuming: the proteins, the carbohydrates, and the fats. Paleo diet. This diet consists on promoting a way of eating to be closer to that of a hunter-gatherer ancestral human, emphasizing lean protein, fruit, vegetables, and excluding processed foods, dairy, and grains. The way of thinking of this fad diet is that if we follow the nutrition that our strong, non-aging, and long-lived ancestors had, the population that follows it could live a healthy lifestyle with a survival diet from 200 million years ago. Gluten-free is basically a protein found in wheat. Gluten-free should be followed among people with celiac disease. It is considered a medical necessity. Gluten-free diet is a controversial way of eating. There's people that consume gluten-free products just for weight loss. So in the dieting culture, this way of food consumption is in the middle of being a fad diet or a healthy lifestyle. In this position, vegan nutrition is also having controversy. Being vegan is often considered to be more than simply a dietary preference. It's a self-defined lifestyle that is composed of strongly held ethical and moral beliefs around the treatment of animals during the production of meat and other animal products. Theoretical framework: the fitness industry. The fitness industry that will be described is not referring to people who eat healthy and stay in shape. The IFFBB fitness world is full of aesthetics, strict diets, hard training, and competition strict judgment. The goal of a competitor is to bulk, cut, or shred, compete, and then pose to win a Shando trophy and to be crowned Mr. or Mrs. Olympia. Competitors prepare for months for the show with strict diets, exercise regimens, and focus on the goal. These fitness shows become a huge part of the lives of competitors and fitness influencers because bodybuilding is more than just a sport that involves looking good. It has been known to be an obsession and a way of life for the people involved in the subculture, where it has its own values and very own vocabulary. These sports are considered almost a religion. It has a trophy called the Shando in honor of Eugene Shando, the one who brought Strongman Act to the US in 1893. Pro card is considered the ticket to heaven. It is a bodybuilding card that proves that you're an elite bodybuilder in the sport. Then the win of the biggest title in fitness. It's being the fitness king or queen, the Olympia. Although bodybuilding is most significant for masculine individuals, it is not the only category in competition. In the female categories, there is bikini, fitness, figure, physique, and bodybuilding. The first category, bikini. Bikini is the opposite of women's bodybuilding in terms of age, muscular size, and sex appeal. Bikini is judged by the balance of the female shape and the overall physical appearance, such as skin tone, pose, heels, suits, jewels, presentation. On stage, they just walk and model. Fitness. Fitness is not as important or is not as hard as women's bodybuilding. Bikini is smaller in aesthetics required than in fitness. In fitness, they judge the small degree of muscularity with a separation and tone that is required in the category. A healthy appearance, makeup, high heels, skin tone to perform a quarter turn and face the judges. The next category is figure. They look for the shape of the muscle, but not the size, definition, nor vascularity, veins popping out. If these aspects are noticed, the contestant will be scored down. They judge the firmness, the symmetry, and the proportion. They require a 2-minute routine and lines of quarter turns with high heels. The last two categories are physique and bodybuilding. Physique, which is a class for women who are too hard for figure but too small or feminine to succeed in bodybuilding. No heels may be worn on stage. They prefer mandatory poses with open hand style. Finally, the most controversial category and the one that has not been nearly popular among fans of bodybuilding since it was introduced in the sports. Women's bodybuilding. This class has received lots of negative opinions. It is seen as a grotesque for females and is a heavy steroid category because it's not that easy to get a not stage in this category without drugs or hormone consumption. Judges in this category will take more into account the size, symmetry, and muscularity. Theoretical framework. Social media. The diet and culture and fitness industry are complex topics on social media. In apps such as Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, there exist communities which are affecting the mental health of lots of users. Mass media plays an important role in communicating beauty ideas. The diet and culture and fitness infuse the idea of female beauty into the apps with hashtags and pictures. Hashtags that contribute to a bad relationship with food and self-esteem to the viewers are Thinspiration, Fitspiration, Bonespiration, and Pro-Ana. Thinspiration in social media is associated with pro-ED, supports eating disorders which causes a battling behavior with food and body image. Thinspiration has received considerable attention within the public eye, where this content has been accused of being dangerous and a contributor towards the outset of an eating disorder. This may be because Thinspiration has traditionally been associated with pro-eating disorder. Thinspiration is similar to Bonespiration, but hashtag Bonespo is associated with a bony look and the Pro-Ana movement, which is found in social media apps, and there are bloggers with significant number of followers that contribute the pro-anorexia thoughts to girls and boys with already developed eating disorders. Fitspiration is considered a healthier movement than Thinspiration and Bonespiration. In contrast to the others, hashtag Fitspo encourages the user to achieve a supposedly fit body through images that encourage exercise and healthy nutrition. To encourage healthy bodies and was generally considered to be positive type of content. All of these movements that have been developed on social media affect people. An eating disorder can lead to long-term recovery, mental illnesses, and even death. Some apps and pages have tried to block these users and hashtags, but it's something that many followers have created a way to access the philosophy of behavior around food and self-esteem to conquer the ideal body. Methodological framework. Structure. My research was qualitative and quantitative. I did an interview to Dr. Cristina Barca and topic analysis and description. And also, I carried out a survey of 20 female athletes of the IFFBB in Costa Rica. At the end, I had 23 athletes filling out the survey. Results and analysis. As I said before, I carried out a Spanish survey to 23 IFFBB female athletes. Every athlete competed or competes in each type of category. First question. Have you ever experienced any kind of irregular psychological behavior towards food or your body? 22.2% said no, 47.8% said yes. Question number 2. Have you ever believed on a diet or nutritional tips given by an influencer or marketing propaganda and not from a professional nutritionist? 95.7% say no, 1 or 2 athletes said yes. Question number 3. Do you think fitness competitions are sexualized? 43.5% said maybe, 30.4% said no, 26.1% said yes. Question number 4. Have you ever heard of any of these social media communities? Fitspiration, 73.3%, Thinspiration, 20%, Pro-Ana, 26.7%, Fatphobic, 33.3%, Fatspiration, 6.7%. Conclusion. I could conclude that female competitors have experienced an irregular behavior towards food. Also, fitness competitors have felt sexualized in competition due to female fitness standards, although the majority said maybe in the survey. The survey proves that the fitness competitors know about these social media platforms, mostly Pro Ana and Fitspiration. Recommendations. Time to do the video, time to do research, time to edit. More female IFBB athletes, and make sure they answer your survey. Try to focus on one specific topic, because I focus my research in 3 huge and complex topics.
Gratitude. First of all, I would like to say thanks to my parents. They've been with me along all the process. Also, I would like to say thank you to Teacher Laura Gang by being a great teacher and a great tutor for this investigation. Secondly, I would like to say thank you to Teacher María José Quesada by being the guide of my investigation project. Finally, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Cristina Barca by being a great nutritionist, a great fitness athlete, and for helping me in being part of the interview. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer.